Greetings gamers, I'm Ian Higton from Eurogamer and this is Eurogamer's top 50 games of the generation. 40 of Eurogamer's contributors, past and present, were asked to nominate 5 games in some form of preferential order, and the votes were then totted up. Simple and scientific indeed, but it's not a definitive list. These are the titles Eurogamer as a collective group have enjoyed the most over this generation. I'm sure you guys will find plenty to disagree with and pick out loads of games you think were unfairly missed, but that's all part of the fun, right? Let us know your games of the generation in the comments section below. I've listed the rules in the video description so you know exactly what platforms you can choose from. It's time to find out Eurogamer's top 10 games of the generation and find out which title we've crowned as the bestest game of all. And don't worry, I won't do one of those annoying top 50 recaps before I announce it. That's just far too much work for me and I'm incredibly lazy. Anyway, go top 10 games. The cake may have been a lie, but the fact that Portal deserves its spot at joint 6th in our charts is the complete and utter truth. Valve's mind-bending first-person puzzler was one of the most inventive and delightful things they've ever created, with the only downside being that it was over too darn quickly. Also in at number 6 is The Last of Us, Naughty Dog's masterful survival horror game which traded the cheesy one-liners and the over-the-top gunplay of the Uncharted series for a dark, emotional storyline and some incredibly tense stealth-based gameplay. Not only that, but it also included one of the freshest, most compelling multiplayer experiences we've seen for a long time. Good dog. Taking a relaxed stroll into joint 6th position is That Game Company's Journey, a brilliant and beautiful game that goes against the grain and makes gamers hold hands and help each other rather than shoot each other in the face. With no choice in who you encounter and no real way to communicate other than a simple button press which lets your characters sing to each other, this game is all about trust and companionship, and you'll be hard pressed to find a more moving experience. The moment you step out of the vault and gaze across the irradiated landscape of Bethesda's post-apocalyptic masterpiece Fallout 3 has to be one of the standout moments in gaming this generation. It's a thrilling, all-consuming experience that will absorb you for weeks. Whether you're attracted by the action, the adventure, or the role-playing, you'll fall in love with the relentless excitement, incredible atmosphere, sense of place and sheer choice, and it's well worthy of joint 6th in our charts. 100 hands slapping its way into joint 6th is Street Fighter 4. Like all the best fighters, it's easy to pick up and play, yet near impossible to master, and as a result it is in almost every way that matters the perfect Street Fighter. How do you do, Ken? In at number 5 is World of Warcraft, a game which ruined countless lives, marriages and careers thanks to its utter heroin-like addictiveness. So large is the popularity of the game, it's even left its mark on popular culture, famously appearing in that South Park episode where Cartman does a poo in a bucket. It's John Marston's Western Wonderland Red Dead Redemption in at number 4 in the charts. Rockstar's open-world cowboy simulator successfully reclothed the GTA framework in leather chaps, replaced all the cars with hosses, and in doing so created an exciting, distinct and expertly realised scenario. Yeehaw, Grandpa! Spelunky is a game that everyone at Eurogamer is digging, and it spelunked itself down at number 3 in our charts. Described by most of us here as the perfect platformer, Spelunky's fiendishly hard procedurally generated levels mean you never play the game the same way twice. You'll never die the same way twice either, and believe me, you'll be dying a hell of a lot. Thankfully, the game is so well balanced and it controls like a gem, meaning deaths are always down to player error, not the game. Spelunky really is the jewel in the crown of indie games. Ha ha ha! Dark Souls rears its bastard hard head at number 2 in our games of the generation. If its predecessor Demon Souls was purgatory, Dark Souls is a descent into hell. From Software's follow-up to its celebrated dark fantasy ordeal is even harder, even more remorseless and bleak, but for those who can stomach this kind of punishment, the overall experience is even more rewarding. So, sitting majestically at the top of our 50 greatest games of this generation is the one, the only Super Mario Galaxy for the Nintendo Wii. It's beautiful and inventive, it's pure-blood Mario without being a retro indulgence, it's a stiff platforming challenge and a free-wheeling romp. It's the best thing on Wii and the best traditional game Nintendo has made in a decade. This year may have been the year of Luigi, but the generation belongs to Mario.